Welcome back to Firestone Fieldhouse on the Pepperdine campus in Malibu. The Waves going up against the Portland Pilots. Pepperdine has won 3 of their last 4 games. They currently are tied for 4th place in the WCC. The Portland Pilots, they are down around 9th place with San Diego at 1-5, and they have dropped 4 in a row and 9 of their last 10 games. The starting lineups for this afternoon's game for the Portland Pilots, and they've had some injuries, is just like Pepperdine, but they'll start up front. Isaiah White, a 6'5", 195-pound graduate senior from Ellicott City, Maryland. Tahiro Diabate, 6'8", 210, a junior out of Mali, will be the other forward. Jacob Tryon, 7 feet, 210, a junior from Temecula, California, will be the center. The guards, JoJo Walker, 6'1", 170, a junior from Santa Maria, California. And Chase Adams, a 5'8", 140-pound freshman from Chicago, Illinois. For Pepperdine, Kessler Edwards will jump center at 6'8", against Diabate. And Kessler Edwards, 6'8", sophomore from Rancho Cucamonga. He will start up front along with Cameron Edwards, 6'6", senior, also from Rancho Cucamonga, the older brother of Kessler. Then the 3 guards, Kobe Ross, 6'1", junior from Aurora, Colorado, along with Cedric Altman, the 6'2", freshman out of Rialto, California, and Skylar Chavez, 6'5", junior out of Woodacre, California. Man defense by Portland. Cameron Edwards driving to the basket, tries to take it up, and draws the foul. Oh, being Isaiah White, number 1 on him, the first team foul against the Portland Pilots, who come into this game averaging just 68 points a contest while giving up 69. The Waves, more of a high-scoring team. They average 78 while giving up 77. Cameron Edwards finally healthy, although he does wear that mask. He had a broken nose way back in the end of November over Thanksgiving, so it's a protective device that he's needed over the last couple of months. He did miss a couple of games with that fractured nose. Cameron Edwards averaging 17 points, better than 7 rebounds a game. He was honorable mention all-conference last year, and Cameron Edwards knocks down the free throws. The Waves are the number 1 free throw shooting team in the NCAA at 82.4%. They don't have many weaknesses at the free throw line. Pepperdine starts this game man-to-man. He goes inside of Diabate, who puts it up, misses the shot, but then draws the foul. So Tahiro Diabate, who did not play the other night against LMU, he had kind of a reaction. They weren't quite sure what it was. They checked him out, and apparently he's okay, but he's a tremendous athlete and trying to get the ball inside as Kobe Ross picks up the foul. First on him, and the first team foul against the Waves. And Diabate, who averages 8 points a game, he has struggled at the line this year at 46%. He is in his 3rd year with the Portland program. So it's 2-1 Pepperdine. They break out to an early lead. And the next free throw good by Diabate, and we're tied at 2. Waves are moving left to right. They're in their white jerseys, white pants, blue numbers, orange, white, and blue trim. Skylar Chavez, 1 bounce dribble, jumper is no good, hits the rim, and the Pilots get it. Down the floor to White, a stop and shoot a 3. It is off the mark from 23 feet out. Kessler Edwards with the rebound, and here come the Waves back quickly. Left side, Ross, his open 3-point shot is good. Kobe Ross, number 2 in the West Coast Conference, averaging better than 20 a game. He is also the number 1 assist leader in the WCC, ranks number 7 in the nation at 7.3 assists a game. Diabate inside, pivots underneath, and lays it up and in. Waves did not double down on Diabate, and they had Kessler Edwards on him, and Diabate, again, very quick and explosive, got great position and able to score the basket. Kessler Edwards, top of the key. It is long off the back of the rim. 5-4 Pepperdine to begin this one. This is Chase Adams at 5'8", but lightning quick. He's out of Chicago. Diabate again turns, throws it off the glass, and that doesn't go. Our officials for today's game, Casey McClellan, Daryl Gajalinas, and Michael Rapp. Ross falls down. Kobe Ross, we mentioned, 2nd in the league in scoring, number 1 in assists, better than 7 a game, and more than 20 points a contest. Also leads the league in free throw shooting at 88%. He was first team all-conference last year. There is 1 NBA scout in attendance from the Minnesota Timberwolves as Allman puts up a shot attempt. doesn't go. The rebound is up, and we're going to get a foul. It's going to be on JoJo Walker of Portland. So Walker averaging 11 points a game. A nice move by Diabate, who is from Mali. He's originally from France, then moved to Japan to play basketball year-round. And in one game, Tahiro Diabate once scored 101 points in the game. Kessler Edwards lost the ball, and the Waves turn it over. At the other end, Walker dribbling to the basket, throws up the shot, no good. An offensive foul against Portland. It is on JoJo Walker. Second on Walker, second team foul, make it 3 against the Pilots, and a turnover as the Waves, Kobe Ross taking the charge. Can you imagine a player scoring 101 points a game, and maybe the competition wasn't quite as tough in Japan, but still it's quite an accomplishment. I don't care who you're playing against. He also won a Japan national title in 2016 playing in Okinawa. Inside it goes to Cameron Edwards and missed the layup. And the rebound grabbed by Tryon. Into the front court. This is Chase Adams at a Link-Year Prep in Brandon, Missouri. Right side, a shot attempt by Tryon, no good. Waves get it back the other way. Tyler Chavez left side, his three-point shot, and that doesn't go. The ball goes out of bounds. Skylar Chavez, the JC transfer who was led the state of California last year at Santa Rosa Community College, averaging better than 28 a game in the state in scoring. Left side is the Waves. You see Kobe Ross, who leads Pepperdine in threes with 44, and the Waves turn it over, and it comes back at the other end, driving Tryon and missed the lay-in. Tryon at 7, make it the Pilots put in a substitute, a jumper by Altman, that's no good. So into the game, Taki Ula Ferrenson, a 6'6 sophomore from Auckland, New Zealand. He missed a couple of games. Boy, the storyline for both teams, a lot of injuries on each side. This is Ferrenson right side. He's probably their best outside shooter, has 32 threes. Inside, this is Tryon, throws it up, and a shot no good. Boy, both teams struggling from the field. 16-15 to play, 5-4 Pepperdine. Right side, Ross fires up a three. Kobe Ross on the right wing, a 6'1 junior. Already Pepperdine's all-time leader in assists with more than 500. He will eventually become the all-time leading scorer. He just crossed 1,500 points in his career, the 13th player to do so. Diabate pivots in the lane, throws up the shot, it goes in, it counts, he's fouled. Foul's going to be on Kessler Edwards, first on him, second team foul. As Diabate gets his 6th point, he has all 6 for the Pilots. The Waves have the lead, 8-6. We'll take a break. You're watching Wavecast on the WCC Network.
January 20th through the 26th, his coach, Darryl Polk Jr., also number 34, Victor Oioha. Basket by Portland, counted at the line.
Pepperdine with the early lead. Pepperdine just 2 of 8 from the field to begin the game. Portland 2 of 7. It becomes important to rebound, and the Waves have the edge at 7-4. And Diabate ensuring the game plan at least early for Portland to pound the ball inside. The free throw no good, and the Waves get the rebound. And up 8-6 with 15:45 to go in this first half. The Pilots and Waves have been playing since 1953, 1954. Waves won both games last year. These teams will meet again up in Portland on Thursday, February the 20th at the Child Center. Chavez in the corner. His three-pointer doesn't go, but Kessler Edwards with the rebound. Right side to Ross, down low to Chavez. One bounce dribble, throws it up. His shot misses, but draws the foul. Double team might have been a little bit late. The foul's going to be on Diabate, 1 on him. And 14 fouls against Portland as you see Chavez, who's averaging a little better than 11 a game. And second on the team with 3-point field goals. It comes in with 41. With Kobe Ross having 45, he's hit a couple today. And Chavez misses the free throw. Of course, the Waves are coming off such an intense, emotional game on Thursday night, overtime at Santa Clara, 90-86 Kobe Ross had 24 points, 9 assists, 7 rebounds, and the Waves made 11 of 24 threes, and they did it with just 7 players. Chavez makes 1 of 2, and the Waves lead 9-6 with 15:10 to play. And most of those players went 40 or more minutes. A nice save along the sidelines by Farronson. It goes down low to Diabate. The double team comes. Right side Adams, top of the key. A three-point shot is off the mark by White. Isaiah White, a transfer from the University of Maine. Left side, Ross dribbling and gets called for the travel. Waves turn it over and the Pilots will get it back. According to the local newspapers, Pepperdine came into this game as an 11.5-point favorite. And the Pilots have dropped 4 in a row, 9 of 10. Their only win during that stretch was back on January the 4th when they beat San Francisco 76-65. As they'll get a whistle and play a stop. Gonna get a foul against Victor Obioa, just in, 6'9" sophomore from Riverside, originally from Nigeria. And the ball will go out of bounds to Portland. They'll have 22 on the shot clock. Daryl Polk also on the floor for the Waves. 5'10" sophomore from Long Beach, very quick, and he certainly can match up with Chase Adams. Berenson right side. Plays on the New Zealand junior national team. 6'6", 180, just a sophomore. Played a little bit last year inside. This is Tryon. Jump hook is good. Jacob Tryon at 7 feet, averaging 7 points, 5 rebounds a game. But at 7 feet, he can step outside and knock down threes. He has 12 on the year. He's tough to guard on the perimeter. Ross down the lane, throws it up and in and out. And Tryon with the rebound. 9-8 Pepperdine. 14:05 to play. This is Adams out to Tryon. There he goes, a three-pointer, and he got it. Jacob Tryon knocking down the three. Again, a tough guy to guard on the perimeter when you're 7 feet. He just looks and shoots over you. 11-9 Pilots out in front. Question is, will the Waves have some kind of a hangover, a letdown after that tough game on Thursday? Waves go inside and throw it away. I think clearly it's been answered. The Waves are struggling. Tryon again knocks down a three. And Pepperdine wants a timeout. The Portland Pilots take the early lead in this one. The Waves have not had a field goal in 2 minutes. Over 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and the Pilots on an 8:01, under 1 minute, and they've made their last three in a couple at 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Stadium, welcome to the game. The Waves watching Portland on an 8:01, and the Waves going left to right. Pilots in their black, purple, and white. This is Chase Adams guarding Daryl Polk. Two of the quickest players in the conference. Inside to Cameron Edwards. They call a 3-second violation. Waves' fourth turnover. They average 13 a game. The Pilots turn it over 14 times a game. Waves only shoot 43% from the floor as a team. The Pilots at 44%. Pilots average a little better than 7 threes made per game. The Waves about 8 threes made per game. This is Adams out in front. Quick freshman guard Tryon on top of the key. His three-pointer is long. Obioa reaches for it and draws the foul. Gonna be on Diabate, second on him. And for the Pilots, they might have to take Diabate out of the game, and they're going to. And they're gonna bring in Theo Akuba, a 6'10" sophomore from Montgomery, Alabama. Averaging 5 points and 4 rebounds a game. He was quite a high school player. Was on the Pilots last year. Did have 46 blocks. Been in high school, and he has a wingspan of 7 feet 4 inches. He's number 12 for Portland. At Brew Tech, he averaged 12 points, 14 rebounds, and 10.5 blocks a game. 10.5 blocks a game. Missed layup by Cedric Allman, and the Pilots get the rebound. And in one game, Akuba once blocked 22 shots. 22. Those are pretty amazing numbers. 12:38 to go. 14-9 Waves still struggling from the floor. Akuba gets it double teamed. Fumbles it. They battle taken away by Pepperdine. Obioa. And the Waves force the turnover. Pilots have done a good job early on taking care of the ball. Oh, with a dunk. And the Waves finally get a couple of points and on the board. And the Waves down 14-11. This is Isaiah White, throws the ball, tipped by Polk. The Waves force another turnover. Ross right side to Polk. His three-point shot attempt is off the mark. Berenson to White. White dribbling, knocks down Ross, offensive foul. Second on White. And the Pilots, who are short on numbers, have a number of players in foul trouble. As you see, Isaiah White, the transfer from the University of Maine, a graduate senior, averaged 14 points a game last year and had 57 threes. Fortunate to be down by only 3. They are 3 of 14 from the floor, 21%, just 2 of 7 on threes, 28%, but the Pilots 5 of 12 from the field at 42% and 2 of 5 on threes. Rebounding, the Waves have the edge at 12-7. The Waves down 14-11, 11:52 remaining in this first half. And I mentioned both teams with a lot of injuries. The Waves in their 18th game in 21 have had multiple players out with injuries. And Andre Ball out for this season. Jan Zedek with a broken finger. He's hopefully will get back soon. And Johnny Smith out with a knee injury as well. Pepperdine with the ball down by 3. Ross fires up a 3, rattles in and comes out. Allman with the rebound. Cedric Allman with the putback. So Allman with the lay-in, and it's 14-13. Keith Smith, who's been out for 2 months for Pepperdine, is suited up and may play tonight. Long shot attempt there by Adams, missing. And Pepperdine gets the ball down the floor. Right side, Altman, a big-time scorer in high school at 28 a game. Cameron Edwards, shot rejected by Akuba. Well, we told you he's a great shot blocker. Number 12, Theo Akuba. Three-point shot attempt by Berenson, no good. As the pace of this game picks up. 10:55 left in the first half. 14-13 Borland. Ross down the lane and tries to go inside and gets caught for traveling. Waves, 5th turnover of the game. Pilots with just 3. The Waves, you don't see a call very much, traveling in 3 seconds, and we've seen both of them already in this game, so the officials obviously looking for those type of plays. 10:48 to go in the first half, 14-13 Borland. For the Pilots, they're out without their starting guard, Malcolm Porter, hurt a knee on Thursday against LMU. He is averaging 10 points a game. He is the coach's son. Well, that's a key loss, a 6'4" junior guard. And we get an offensive foul on JoJo Walker, and that's number 3 on him. And 17 fouls against Portland, and a turnover. The Pilots are going to go to the bench. And we'll bring in LeVar Harewood, a 6'3" graduate senior from Brooklyn, New York, and a transfer from South Carolina State. Haven't played down much, but with the Pilots also without Quincy Farabee, a 6'1" junior guard out of San Diego, a JC transfer. He's out with an injury. So as depleted as both these teams are, the Waves go about 7 deep. That's about it, but they do have Keith Smith available for tonight's game. And for the Pilots, they're going to go way into their bench with guys in foul trouble and injuries. Chavez. Skylar Chavez knocking down the 3, and the Waves get back the lead at 16-14. And the Waves on a 7-0 run over the last 2 minutes of play. So Chase Adams he played his high school ball in Branson, Missouri, where he was all-state. Darryl Polk with the steal, driving, lays it up and in. He's forcing some turnovers, and Polk with the land. 9-0 win by the Waves. 18-14 to go. Adams in the front court, and Portland takes a timeout. 9:40 to play before halftime. The Waves have the lead 18-14 on a 9-0 run. You're watching Wavecast on the WCC Network. 2003 through 2005, he was one year the head coach with the Phoenix Suns. He was an assistant with Minnesota, Sacramento, and Detroit, so all of it in the NBA. And of course, Terry Porter was an NBA All-Star, playing with the Portland Trail Blazers for 17 years, a two-time All-Star. He retired back in 2009. He played under Greg Popovich, Pat Riley, Rick Edelman, and Jack Ramsey. He's originally from Wisconsin, Stevens Point. As the Pilots come back out, and they're moving right to left. Adams dribble drive to the basket, get it inside to Akuba, laid up and in. A nice pass by Chase Adams, and Akuba with the lay-in. Adams really creating that, drawing the defense, and Akuba with an easy basket. 18-16, Pepperdine with the lead, 9:18 to play. Chavez is open for a three that doesn't go. Cameron Edwards with the rebound. Back to Chavez. His three-pointer, that misses. Trying to run it down is Altman, but it goes out of bounds. Oh no, last touch by, oh no, we'll change it. It will be Portland ball. Great hustle by Cedric Altman, CIF 2A Player of the Year. Watch it again. Altman with the great hustle. That left foot might have been out of bounds when he touched the ball. Well, it does go back to Portland. Teams meet again Thursday, February 20th up in Portland. The right side, Isaiah White, and throws it away. Right to Ohia Obioa. At the other end, Altman driving, fires up the shot, a lot of contact, but no foul. Cedric Altman, one of the best on-ball defenders in the league, the talented freshman. He was recruited by the Pac-12. UCLA came on him very, very late. Inside, this is White. Inside a bad pass, diving his poke and comes up with it. Just a great effort by Pepperdine. Waves lead 20-16. Top of the key, Cameron Edwards. Get a screen by Ohia Obioa. Cameron Edwards shot attempts no good. And then thrown away by Tryon. The Waves again get a chance. Cameron Edwards, long time jumper, doesn't go. And let's see if we get a whistle. Gonna get a foul. It's gonna be an Ohia Obioa. Second on him. 14 fouls against Pepperdine, and Kessler Edwards back in. Watch Altman driving, so explosive with the left hand, throws it up and in transition. But the Waves starting to capitalize on the turnovers. Portland did a pretty good job to begin the game. They were taking care of the ball, and now all of a sudden, the Pilots have 9 turnovers. They average 14 a game. They have not been a good rebounding team. They're not a big team at all. They're a -5 per contest. In the loss at LMU the other night, Walker had 17 points. Walker hasn't scored tonight. And the Pilots only shot 34% from the field. And were badly out-rebounded. This is White, again the graduate senior. He actually started North Carolina, Asheville, then went to Maine. And last year averaged 14 a game and knocked down 54 threes. Diabate inside with a lay-in. Diabate with 8, and for Portland, everything has come inside for the most part. 2018 Pepperdine, 7:35 to go. This is Polk out in front. Not a bad crowd on this Saturday afternoon game. Three-pointer by Altman misses. Adams gets it for Portland. Capacity of Firestone Fieldhouse about 3,100. We probably have around 1,400 on hand tonight. And with the ball, Harewood. This is Adams, top of the key. One bounce dribble, 18-foot jumper, good. Chase Adams. He is averaging 7 points a game on the year. His first points of the game. And we're tied at 20. And for Portland, their 2 top scorers, White along with Walker, have not scored, but Kessler Edwards knocks down a 3. Waves, who led the West Coast Conference in 3 points, field goals made per game, better than 9. Their numbers are a bit down, but the other night they had 11 of 24. They have some outstanding shooters on the perimeter. Diabate inside. Backing in, Ohia Obioa comes over along with Kessler Edwards. Ball movement, three-pointer shot attempt goes up and over and out. White missing. 6:29 to play. 23-20. The Waves have the lead. Both teams struggling from the floor as you see Kessler Edwards. You're watching Wavecast on the WCC Network.
Welcome to the floor, your Pepperdine cheerleader.
place. Beginning today, San Francisco, Santa Clara, and Pacific also all 3-3. However, San Francisco beat Brigham Young today up in the Bay Area in a wild one, 83-82. So Brigham Young falls to 4-3, and San Francisco improves to 4-3. Pepperdine just hitting 8 of 26, 31% from the floor, but they have the lead. In Portland, they are 8 of 18, 44% from the field. Waves out rebounding Portland, 17-12, and the Waves come in the front court. This is Kessler Edwards, man defense by Portland, inside Obioha. One bounce dribble, spins and throws it up and in. Nice move by Victor inside. 25-20 Pepperdine. We're down 14-9, so they're on a 16-6 run right now. White goes inside to Diabate, one bounce dribble. His shot rejected by Obioha. Taken by Polk. Polk back, gets it back and lays it in. For Portland, they'll need to get back in transition. The Waves are a high-scoring team with a lot of experience, a lot of offensive firepower. 27-20 Pepperdine. Waves doubling down in the low post. The Pilots inside, laning up and missing the lane is Harewood. And Pepperdine doing a job on the defensive boards, get the rebound. Kessler Edwards for three. 30-20 Pepperdine. Now on a 21-6 run. We have 5:08 to go. Rob El Siwi directing for Game On Entertainment. Archie Quasani, Willie Rodriguez are producers. Olivia Arns and Roger Horn also producing in today's game. This is Adams right side and throws the ball out of bounds. And for the Pilots, that is their 10th turnover. The Waves have 6, but we get it back. We'll keep it right here. 4:51 to go. What a great exchange a moment ago by Kobe Ross and Daryl Polk on that transition basket after Polk had brought it down, found Ross, and then the touch pass, and Polk getting the lay-in. Chavez, ball tipped away by Diabate. He's got to be careful not to pick up his third. In the lane, Ross puts it up. It goes in. It counts. He's fouled.
Number 4, Kobe Ross.
The foul's on Harewood. His first. And Kobe Ross trying to complete. Three-point play, 32-20 Pepperdine. The Waves exploding here late in the first half. And Ross makes the free throw. He has 9. Waves now on a 14-0 run over the last 2:25 to go. And 4:25 remaining before halftime. Halftime we'll visit with Pepperdine head coach Lorenzo Romar. Look at the first half stats. Have some highlights for you as well and get you ready for the second half. This is White dribbling inside, laid up and in. Isaiah White. So White, between White and Walker, they average about 24 a game. That's their first points of the night between them. Ross swinging over to Kessler Edwards. His three-point shot attempt no good. And again traveling. And the Waves 7 turnover. 33-22 Pepperdine. Watch White spinning. Graduate senior from the University of Maine able to lay it in. 4:03 left. Waves hit the road next week. They'll be at Brigham Young next Thursday, the 30th. 5:30 on the West Coast, 6:30 Mountain Time. We'll have a live audio wavecast, so join us. This is Diabate. Goes inside to Adams. For Portland, they'll play Thursday the 30th. They'll be at St. Mary's. 9 on the shot clock. This is Tryon dribbling. Hit a couple of back-to-back threes earlier. And we get a whistle and a foul. Going to be against the Waves. Kessler Edwards, second on him. For Pepperdine, just their 5th team foul. And there you see, well, I didn't see much of a foul there. And that's Harewood, but they called on Kessler Edwards. 3:37 to go here in the first half. Waves up by 11. You're watching Wavecast on the W's. Crowd enjoying themselves on a perfect day in Southern California. Temperature about 70 degrees, lots of sunshine, blue skies here in the Southland. White fumbles it and lost it. 11 turnovers for Portland. Ross outside, 3-pointers off the mark. Rebound grabbed by White. Waves up by 11, 33-22, trying inside. Shot is blocked by Chavez, but it'll be goaltending. And Jacob trying to runs the floor well. At 7 feet, gets credit for the point. He has 10 in the game. Waves 12 of 30 from the field, 40%. Portland 9 of 21, 43%. But the turnovers have resulted in 13 Pepperdine points, 10 and now 11 here in this one late in the first half. Alice have gotten 5 off Pepperdine's 7 turnovers. Ross right side, guarded there by Harewood. Ross in the lane, kick it out to Altman. Dribble in the lane, stop, jumper is off the mark. And Adams has it for Portland. 2:55 left. Adams dribbled down the lane, held down the dribble by Altman. First on Cedric.
That'll be his first, team 6.
16 fouls, so the ball will go out of bounds to the Portland Violets. Portland, who joined the West Coast Conference back in 1977, they have never won a regular season championship. They did win the WCC tournament title, went to the NCAA just the one time in 1996. And that's it. Out in front, Tryon's 3 misses everything and goes out of bounds. Waves with 13 West Coast Conference titles, their last in 2002. You see Skylar Chavez. His uncle Eddie Joe Chavez played at Santa Clara back in the mid to late 1970s. Skylar was heavily recruited by Colorado and Utah. Santa Barbara came on strong, as did Cal, but the way is fortunate to have the junior guard, and he has the ball right now. Wearing number 33 for Pepperdine. This is Altman out to Ross, waves up, 33-24. Cameron Edwards kick it out to Altman, to Chavez, his 3-pointer good.
Pepperdine 3-pointer, number 33.
Skylar Chavez now with 7, and the Waves excellent ball movement, finding the open man. Chavez a great look and knocks it down. 36-24 Pepperdine, 2:07 to go. Waves at home this year are 6-3. The Pilots on the road are 2-7 this season. Portland actually started the season at 6-1. They got off to a great start, but then the injuries started to mount up as Diabate misses inside. And the Waves have the ball. Ross in the front court. Chavez. Waves, good ball movement. Ross dribbling to the baseline, change directions. Finds Chavez, he will fire a 3. Waves knocking down their threes. And the Waves build up their biggest lead of 15, 39-24. 1:25 to go. The Pilots have dropped 4 in a row, 9 of 10. White throws the ball out of bounds. 12 turnovers for Portland. As Ferrenson will be back in, the sophomore from Auckland, New Zealand. As there you see the Skylar Chavez, a great scorer in junior college. He led the state of California all JCs last year at 28 a game. And we mentioned heavily recruited by the Pac-12. Waves fortunate to have the junior guard. And Kobe Ross comes into the front court. 39-24 Pepperdine, 1:08 to go. Pepperdine joined the WCC in 1955 along with LMU. Now 10 schools strong. This is Cameron Edwards driving. His shot no good. Tipped by Obioa. Doesn't go. Chavez gets it. Out to Altman. Dribble inside. Throws it up and in. But let's see, do we get a foul? They're going to call offensive on Cedric Altman, number 2 on him. Waves turn it over. That is 8. And the Waves, that is 17 fouls. So Altman will sit down. Daryl Polk comes back in for Pepperdine. Again, the Waves, just a 7-man rotation. They have come out. They started slowly. They were down 14-9 early, but have built up as many as a 15-point advantage. We're under a minute. 48 seconds left. 39-24 Pepperdine. Of course, if you're Portland and with all the injuries and now the losing streak, things start to play on their minds. Inside Diabate goes to Tryon. His jumper no good. And Kobe Ross gets it. Shot clock about 4 seconds ahead of the game clock. And the Waves will one time up by 15, 39-24. Waves at Brigham Young Thursday. We'll have a live audio wavecast then next Saturday at Little Marymount in a 3 p.m. game. And again, a live audio wavecast, so join us. Right side, Kobe Ross goes backdoor to Skylar Chavez. Missed the lane, but draws the foul with 9.4 seconds to go. Harewood picks up his second. 19 fouls, and the Waves will get some free throws. Waves so far just 4 or 5 at the line. Again, the nation's #1 free throw shooting team at 82.4%. Chavez, one of the best. He's at 88%, 28 of 32. He knocks it down. Skyler with 11 in the game. Ross with 9 for Portland. Diabate has 8 and Tryon has 10. The Walker and White, 2 top scorers, have just 2 between them. If they don't start knocking down some shots, Portland's in big trouble. Chavez makes both free throws. 8 seconds to go. Final shot for Portland, 41-24 Waves. Down to 3. Adams fires a 3, no good, and time runs out. And the first half is over, and Pepperdine in a commanding lead at 41-24 over the Portland Violets in West Coast Conference action. Glad you could be with us on this Saturday afternoon, Saturday early evening. I'm Al Epstein. Not a bad crowd tonight as the Waves have the lead with about, maybe 1,500 on hand. We'll come back with our half to hold on to that lead, 41-24 over Portland. The Pilots end up shooting 38.5% from the field, 10 of 26. Pepperdine 39%, 14 of 36. Waves knocked down 7 of 18 threes. Portland just 2 of 10 threes. Portland, with their poor shooting, did not have 1 offensive rebound. They had 14 overall as the Pilots have the ball to begin the second half. Pepperdine had 25 rebounds, a big edge on the boards, with each team not shooting well. And the Waves had 8 offensive rebounds and 5 points off those second chance. This is Tryon, and along the baseline to Adams, 2 on the shot clock. A 3-pointer by White misses everything. And Kobe Ross in the front court. Ross right side dribbling. Ross along with Chavez and Altman the guards. Kessler and Cameron Edwards up front. And Cameron Edwards knocks down a 3. For Portland, Diabate along with Tryon, Adams and White, and JoJo Walker returns. Walker had 3 fouls in the first half. JoJo Walker played just a little over 5 minutes, and Walker left side knocks down a 3. Now we mentioned Walker and White have to get on track if Portland's going to have any chance to win this game tonight. And they're down 44-27 with 18:49 to go as the Waves up that lead early on the 3-pointer by Cameron Edwards. Leading scorer for Portland was Jacob Tryon with 10 and Tahiro Diabate with 8. Waves Skylar Chavez had 12 points in the first half, and the lay-in by Cameron Edwards. Cameron, who was honorable mention all-conference last year, and the Waves up by 19, 46-27. Lorenzo Romar in his second year with the Waves. He was also the head coach from 96 through 1999. His top assistant back then was Randy Bennett, the outstanding coach at St. Mary's. Lorenzo Romar, 3 times Pac-12 Conference Coach of the Year while he was at Washington for 15 seasons, won 5 conference titles. And the Waves trying to go over 500 for the first time in about over a month as Adams dribbles and held down the dribble by Kobe Ross. Second on him, first against the Waves here in the second half. Our officials for tonight's game, Casey McClellan, Daryl Galinas, and Michael Rapp. You see JoJo Walker. Walker second on the team with 31 threes, averaging 11 a game. This is Adams, Waves in that man defense. They like to double down, but it goes to Diabate inside, who throws it up and in. When you're leading by 19, you don't have to take a lot of chances and double down as Ross front court. Ross gets it back. Out to Cameron Edwards, dribble into the lane, throws it up and in. Cameron Edwards with 9, 48-29 Pepperdine, 17:42 to play. Now the double team comes to Diabate. Mentioned Lorenzo Romo, the head coach of Pepperdine. Another 3 by Walker, deep in the right corner. Angel Romar assisted by Ken Bone, the associate head coach. Curtis Allen and Gerald Brown are the assistants. A long shot attempt by Cameron Edwards doesn't go, but we get a foul underneath. It's against Kessler Edwards, number 3 on him, and the second team foul against Pepperdine. You see JoJo Walker, originally from Puerto Rico. He went to St. Joseph's High School in Santa Maria. He was a 3-time OCIA player. Started last year, averaged 12 a game. His numbers are a bit down, but the Pilots, who got up to such a great start this season at 6-1, but then all of the injuries and it started to take its toll. A long 3 missing by Walker as the Pilots try to get him on track early in the second half. 17 minutes to go. Ross right side's 3 missing. Ball tipped out of bounds and last touch by Pepperdine, and Portland will have possession. So the Waves, who are 4-7 on the road, probably had as good a win as they've had all season. That's Santa Clara in overtime on Thursday. Inside, Diabate slams it in. It counts his foul. Going to be on Cedric Allman. That's 3 on him. 3 team fouls against the Waves. And there you see Chase Adams driving on the nice dish. Gets it inside to Diabate with the slam dunk. Diabate, who's had as many as 19, he has 12 tonight. 16:50 to go. Daryl Polk comes in. Kobe Ross a chance to get a couple of minutes rest. He leads the conference in minutes played per game, better than 36. Free throw good by Diabate, has 13 points. Trium with 10, and now full court press by Portland. And a bad pass, but luckily goes to Altman to Polk. Left side to Chavez is 3. Nice ball movement by Pepperdine. Skylar Chavez with 15. 51-35 Waves. 16:29 to go. Tryon left side, his 3-pointer doesn't go. And Cedric Allman with it. On the floor to Kessler Edwards. Kessler with 6 in the game. Down the lane, Polk. Lob it to Cameron Edwards. The Waves feeling good about things right now, playing at home and playing well. 53-35. It comes out to Adams, left side to White. Top of the key to Adams, his 3-point shot attempt. That's no good. Cameron Edwards with the rebound. Under 16 minutes to go. Top of the key to Skylar Chavez. Dribble drive to the basket, and the ball knocked away out of bounds. And last touch by Portland. We get a timeout. 15:47 to play in the second half. It's all Pepperdine. 53-35. You're watching Wavecast on the WCC Network. Portland Pilots find themselves down by 18, 53-35. The Portland Pilots have not gotten an offensive rebound of their 16. Pepperdine is out rebounding the Pilots 30-16 and 9 on the offensive glass. That's resulted in 5 points. The points off turnovers, 13 for Pepperdine, Portland with 5. The Pilots with 12 turnovers, Pepperdine with 8. Crowd settles back inside, and a shot attempt missing by Pepperdine. And in the front court, Chase Adams. For Portland, they're at St. Mary's on Thursday night. The Waves head to Brigham Young next Thursday. We'll have a live audio Wavecast 5:30 on the West Coast as White driving throws it up and in. Isaiah White with 4. Walker with 6. They start to come alive a bit. They're down by 16. Still plenty of time in this one. 15:19 to go, 53-37. By the way, the Portland Pilots, it is not airplane pilots, it is sea pilots. With all the waterways in Portland, 3-pointer by Allman knocks it down. Cedric Allman with the 3. He has 7, and the Waves build it back up to 19, 56-37. Waves now with their 10th 3-pointer of the game. White dribbling, kick it out to Walker. Right side back to White in the corner. His 3-point shot attempt that doesn't go. White gets the rebound, bumps into Diabate, but controls. Left side, Farrenson's 3-point attempt hits the side of the board, and the Waves have it. And this is Cameron Edwards driving and fouled.
Foul on the floor. Calling
Going to be on Farrenson.
number 20.
First on him. And the first team foul in the second half. And Cameron Edwards will be at the line. We'll see the putback by Kessler Edwards. And Cameron Edwards enjoying a banner season. He's finally healthy. Went over 1,000 points in his career a couple of weeks ago. The 43rd player to do so at Pepperdine. 78% at the line. He missed that one.
Back into the waves, number 4.
14:35 to go. You see Kobe Ross, first team All-League last year. He's out of Aurora, Colorado, a two-time Colorado State Player of the Year. One NBA scout in attendance, and with the numbers that Kobe Ross continues to put up, and then you have the senior and Cameron Edwards and the sophomore Kessler Edwards, NBA scouts start to turn out a bit. To see some of the Pepperdine players, Cameron Edwards makes the next one. 1 of 2, he has 12, and the Waves are up by 20. 57-37 dribbling is Adams, and we get a foul. Gonna be on Daryl Polk. First on him, 14 fouls against the Waves. And we mentioned the pilots, it is Sea Pilots. Their team mascot is a sea captain. And there you see the white shoes. This is Coaches versus Cancer Week in honor of Jimmy Valvano and all the coaches around the country making awareness of that dreaded disease, cancer. Have done a great job raising a lot of money over the years as the Waves force a turnover. Cameron Edwards with the shot attempt and an offensive foul on Cameron Edwards. First on Cameron, a turnover for Pepperdine, their 9th. 5 team fouls, and there you see Cameron Edwards. The opposition, not too bad. Still have to give him room to maneuver, and a lot of times that goes either way. And again, all the coaches throughout the country wearing white tennis shoes just to get awareness of cancer. Everybody's been touched by cancer in one form or another. Left side, a three-point shot attempt that is off the mark, and the Waves have it. 14 minutes to go. Kessler Edwards with a three. That comes up short. Kessler gets the rebound and tries to slam it in, and Diabato right there with the block and a foul. Ooh, they're going to call it on Farrenson and not Diabate. Well, Farrenson, that's what they signaled. Second on him, just the second team foul. It looked like a clean block by Diabate. He thought the foul was on him, and was not. We mentioned Tahiro once scored 101 points in a single game while playing in Japan. Won a Japanese national championship in 2016. He's having a very good game tonight. Cameron Edwards comes out for a break again. Most of these Waves players logged 40 or more minutes on Thursday. They had to travel on Friday. Kessler Edwards and free throw makes 1 of 2, and Farrenson gets the rebound. Kessler was 7 in the game. 58-37, biggest lead of the night for Pepperdine. Inside looking for Diabate, and we're going to get a foul on Oia Obioha. And that's 3 on him. The Waves 16 foul. We have 13:49 remaining in this one. Pilots on the year just 67% as a team at the free throw line. You see Takiula Farrenson from Auckland, New Zealand, their best outside shooter, had 32 threes, and as a prep in New Zealand, he averaged 34 points a game. His dad played professional basketball in New Zealand. Where's number 20 for the Pilots? And if you've ever been to Portland, all the waterways, so again, Portland, it is Sea Pilots. This is Walker dribbling, throws it to Adams with a nice save. Adams will pull up for the jumper, hits the rim and bounces off. And Polk has it for the Waves. Pepperdine moving right to left in their white, blue, and orange. Along the baseline, Ross. Out to Chavez. In deep to Kessler Edwards. The ball stolen away by Adams. Waves 10 turnover. This is Adams dribbling to the basket in traffic. Throws up a wild attempt. Diabate with the offensive rebound. He puts it in. It counts as fouled. The foul's on Kessler Edwards. That's 4 on him. And the basket good by Diabate is 15 in the game, and Kessler will sit down with his fourth foul. He has 7 points in the game, 58-39. Here you see Kessler, the talented sophomore out of Rancho Cucamonga, the younger brother of Cameron, and a chance to play together for at least 1 year. Cameron, the graduate senior, Kessler, the sophomore. Free throw rattles in, 16 for Diabate. 58-40, 13-10 to go. Pilots 9-12 on the year, 1-5 in league, tied for 9th with San Diego. They were picked 10th at the start of the season. They went 0-16 last year in conference. And they already have a win this year against San Francisco. Right side, Chavez's three is off the mark. And Adams gets it for Portland. Burst of speed, driving, lay it up and in. Oh, Chase Adams exploding to the basket, going around Daryl Polk. All alone, Chavez with the score. Daryl Polk with a nice pass. 60-42 Pepperdine. Ball tipped out of bounds. Polk with a great effort by the sophomore from Long Beach. Chavez with the team leading 17. And Daryl Polk will come out. We do get a timeout by Portland. 12:35 to go. And the Waves up by 18, 60-40. Seemingly in control, they led by 17 at halftime, 41-24. Pepperdine led by Scarlett Chavez with 17 and 12 for Cameron Edwards. Waves have 10 turnovers. Portland with 13 have done a better job taking care of the ball. Oh, that's really the Wave. A little bit of a shuffle there with some of the fans and the iconic mascot. Is that the Macarena? For those of you who might remember. Okay, it is Portland ball. They're down by 18. Top of the key to Tryon, left side, wide open. Ferenson's three-pointer gets a nice bounce and it falls in. Takaula Ferenson with a three, and it's a 15-point game. 60-45 was a concern for Pepperdine. They've been red hot as Cameron Edwards' jumper for three doesn't go. And Diabate gets the rebound. Adams in the front court, little over 12 minutes to go. Adams dribbling. Right side, Ferenson to Diabate. He's going to put it up and knocks it down. And he has 18 in the game, and all of a sudden, it is a 13-point contest. Waves have led by as many as 21, and here comes Portland. And if you're Terry Porter, now in his fourth year as head coach, he's got to like what his team is doing right now. They're battling hard despite the loss and despite the losing streak. They dropped 4 in a row and 9 of 10. Oia Obioa missed the lay-in. And the ball goes to Portland. Out to Ferenson, his three-pointer, good. And Pepperdine wants a timeout. And just like that, the Pilots are down by 10. They're on an 8-0 run. All of a sudden, the Portland Pilots on a nice run, 8 straight over the last 1 minute, 13-2 over the 1 minute and 44 seconds. We'll see how the Waves answer back, 60-50. Waves led by 21 a few moments ago. Man defense by Portland, they are certainly energized. They bring in Theo Akuba, the 6'10 sophomore shot blocker for defense around the basket, along with Jacob Tryon. Waves, Ross, kick it back outside. Three-point shot attempt by Altman doesn't go. And Tryon gets the rebound. And Portland can move a little closer. Adams dribbling. Adams lob it underneath to Akuba. Looks like he traveled right side. Ferenson's three-pointer no good. Tipped up and in by Tryon. It is an 8-point game, 60-52. 10:38 to go. 10:01 by Portland, 15-2 over 2 minutes. Top of the key, Cameron Edwards, three-pointer. That misses. Akuba battles. Body's on the floor and the ball is tied up. Alternating possession and Pepperdine will keep it.
Into the Waves, number 2, Daryl Polk Jr.
See the ball movement by the Pilots. And there the follow by Jacob Tryon, the 7-footer. He moves well for a guy 7 feet. They've gone a little taller, have the Pilots. Pepperdine ball, they have 20 on the shot clock. Right side, Ross, who's not scored in the second half. This is Polk. It goes into Obioha. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Akuba. Colby Ross had 9 points in the first half. He does have 5 assists in the game, but he really hasn't looked to score. He just might be dog tired. And there you see Colby. First team all-conference last year as a sophomore. Terry Porter along the sidelines. 14 on the shot clock. A 60-52 lead for Pepperdine after leading by 21 just a few minutes ago. This is Ross to Cameron Edwards. Waves clear it down the lane. Cameron driving is hit and foul. Nice setup by the Waves to get Cameron Edwards. Akuba picks up the foul, his first. That's 3 team fouls. That's it for the Pilots here in the second half. Cameron Edwards will go to the line, getting 2. He is 78% on the year. Now, the Pilots have done a much better job taking care of the ball in the second half. It's allowed them to get back in the game. They only have 1 turnover here in the second period. We played almost 10 minutes after having 12 in the first half. Chavez comes out, Altman back in, so Ross, Obioha, Cameron Edwards, Daryl Polk, and Cedric Altman. You kind of got to be concerned for Pepperdine when they start to wear down after such a quick trip up at Santa Clara in an emotional game. Next free throw missing. And the Waves have been stuck on 60 for a while. Waves have not scored in 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And their 21-point lead has been cut to 8. This is JoJo Walker dribbling down the lane. Shot blocked by Altman from behind. Nice job by Cedric Altman. And Walker getting up. And Altman and Walker just kind of stare down. Watch it again. Walker with a nice move. But look at Altman from behind. Clean as a whistle. It comes into Ferentsen. His jumper along the baseline. No good. And Cameron Edwards gets the rebound. Walker, Ferentsen, Tryon, Akuba, and Adams for Portland. This is Cameron Edwards, top of the key. Ross, three-pointer, way short. Rebound, Cameron Edwards is good. Boy, a much-needed basket for Pepperdine at the other end, Akuba. He gets in deep and kicks it out to Tryon. Tryon, top of the key. Jacob Tryon, the ball hit out of bounds. Portland will get it. He went to East LA Community College here in Southern California just for 1 year. What the Pilots last season was Tryon, averaging 7 points, 5 rebounds a game. He came into the game with 12 three-pointers. He has a couple tonight. He shoots 54% from the field. Adams kicks it out to Tryon. Swinging into the corner, Walker's three-pointer doesn't go. And Ross with the rebound. Down the floor to Cameron Edwards. Underneath to Altman. And in transition, the Pilots get back. And there's Daryl Polk. Daryl Polk with a big 3. And the Waves build it back up. They go on a 5-0 run. 65-52, 8:55 left. We're in the second half. Waves 10-10 on the year. A chance to go over 500 for the first time in weeks as Altman gets the foul. For Cedric, that's 4. And 18 fouls. And so the bonus in effect, it stops the clock. You see Altman finding Polk, who can knock down the 3. Polk, who averages 4 points a game, his 10th three-pointer of the year. He was all CIF at Long Beach Poly High. Diabate back in. Akuba will sit down. Once blocked 22 shots in a single game, and averaged 10.5 blocks during the course of his high school senior season. Free throw missing by Tryon, 65-52, 8:45 to go. Ross dribbles to the right side. Ross changed directions into the lane. Lob it to Obioha. Kobe Ross with a great pass, and Victor now is 6. At the other end, Portland, 67-52. Diabate in the lane, 18 points in the contest. Nice defensive effort by Victor Obioha. And out in front, this is Walker. Tryon dropping into Diabate. Turns, his shot attempt is good. Diabate with 20. It is 67-54. Pepperdine by 13. We have 8 minutes to go. And Ross in the front court to Chavez, returning to the lineup for Pepperdine. Ross dribbles, gets into the key, stops, dropping off to Obioa, puts it up and missed the short jumper. And Diabate with the rebound. And here comes Portland. 7:40 to go. This is Adams dribbling, change directions. Out of Chicago, Illinois, lightning quick guard. Tryon shot attempt is good. Jacob Tryon with 12. It is 67-56, Waves by 11. 7:24 to go. Waves at Brigham Young, Thursday night the 30th. We have a live audio Wavecast. Top of the key, Kobe Ross. For the Pilots, they're at St. Mary's next Thursday on the 30th. Ross dribbling, Waves in no hurry, and the Waves lose it. But they get it back. Obioa and reaching in Diabate. And let's see about the call. The foul's on Diabate, and that is his third. 14 fouls against Portland as we have a timeout. 7:05 to go. And the Waves have a lead, 67-56. Back in 1995. Only the 14th foul against Portland, so the Waves will get possession underneath the Pilots' basket, and they will get 28 seconds on the shot clock. 7:05 to go, an 11-point lead. Waves led by as many as 21. Kobe Ross on the baseline to bring it in. Rob El Siwi is our director tonight. Chavez with a three is way short. And the Waves might be a little bit tired, and Pilots come up with it. Our producers, Archie Crisani and Willie Rodriguez. And our entire Game On Entertainment crew, we're glad you could be with us. Special thanks to Olivia Orange and Roger Horn in the corner. Tryon's three that misses. And Ross gets it. Glad you could be with us on this Saturday. I'm Al Epstein. Waves in Provo next Thursday. Three-pointer off the mark by Ross. Again, this final 6.5 minutes, the Waves, can they finish this game? Right side Adams driving, ball tipped and stolen away. As Kessler Edwards got a hand in there and Ross comes up with it. 14 turnovers for the Portland Pilots. The Waves again can run the clock a bit. Poke out to Ross. Left side in the corner, Chavez with a three. Skylar Chavez knocking down the three, matches his season high of 20. And the Waves again with their 12th three-pointer. 70-56 Pepperdine, 5:51 to go. This is Adams left side, will stop and shoot a jumper. That misses, and the rebound grabbed by Darryl Pope. 5:45 to go. Driving is Ross. Waves trying to go over 500 for the first time in about 6 weeks. Chavez again fires. That hits the rim. Kessler Edwards up high with a rebound. Great job by Kessler, and the Waves will be able to utilize the shot clock at 20. Ross right side, down to 9, backing in on Adams. Ross fires a pass to Chavez, dribbles down the lane, stops, puts it up and in. Skylar Chavez with a new career best, 22. 72-56 Pepperdine, seemingly back in control with 5 minutes left. This is Adams' dribble to the basket. We get a foul on the dribble. These teams meet again Thursday, February the 20th, up in Portland at the Child Center. It's going to be on Kessler Edwards. That's number 5 on him, and he is fouled out of the game. Kessler was 7. Kessler averages 15, just under 15 a game, and under 8 rebounds a game, second best in the WCC. Kessler tonight was 7 points. He grabbed 7 rebounds. And he also had a couple steals. And the Waves bring in Victor Obioha. There's Kessler Edwards, the talented sophomore. At the line, Chase Adams, a freshman out of Chicago, played his basketball in Branson, Missouri, where he was all-state and missed the free throw, the front end of a 1-and-1. And the Waves get the loose ball. But for the Pilots, they're looking at their 5th straight loss. The Waves trying to go 11-10, more importantly, 4-3 in league. conference with Gonzaga at 6-0, picked to win the league. Pepperdine was picked 4th, and we mentioned Portland was picked 10th. And that's where they finished last year, but they are improved. Diabate with a tip. They dive in midfield, and then we get the ball tied up. Terry Porter has Obioa helped up. Chase Adams, I don't think they called a foul. Oh, that's a tough call. Terry Porter cannot believe it. He is so incensed. They called on Chase Adams diving with the ball, battling Victor Obioa. Take a look again. As there's Diabate with a screen. Obioa on the ball. We didn't quite see the finish of that, but you saw Terry Porter cannot believe it. And for Adams, his first 5-team fouls, and Pepperdine will get possession. Terry Porter still arguing his case. Well, you're an official. Oh, the money is good. You cannot win. It doesn't make any difference what you call. It's a tough job, and the coaches certainly know that. This is Kobe Ross out in front. Ross dribbling, 9 on the shot clock. Ross double teamed. He goes into Obioa. One bounce dribble. He's going to get called for 3 seconds. They don't call it. The 3-point attempt, no good. And we get a whistle and play to stop. They're going to call a foul on Cameron Edwards. Second on him. 10-team fouls against the Waves. And that'll send Portland down at the other end. And you see Terry Porter. Got to be kidding me about that foul on Chase Adams. And Daryl Galena is talking to the Portland bench. Cut it out, guys. Want to hit him with a T. Waves up by 16, headed for their 4th win in their last 5 games. Basically doing it with a 7-man rotation. Andre Ball, Jan Zedek, Jody Smith, all out, unavailable. Keith Smith probably could play if necessary. There's Lorenzo Romar along the sidelines. Played his basketball at the University of Washington, was a 7th-round pick of the Golden State Warriors, played in the NBA for 5 years. Free throw no good. They made 1 or 2 to Tryon. He has 13 in the game, and the Waves have possession under 4 minutes left. 72-57 Pepperdine. This is Skylar Chavez. Goes to Cameron Edwards. Waves in no hurry with Ross in deep to Chavez. He turns along the baseline, knocks it down.
Number
24 for the junior college transfer. His dad, Buck, played at Idaho State. His uncle, Eddie Joe Chavez, at Santa Clara in the mid to late 1970s. Waves up again big, 74-57. Inside, Walker throws it up and in. JoJo Walker with 8. It's 17 in the loss at LMU on Thursday night. The Pilots looking to go 1-6. Cameron Edwards' reverse layup is good. 16 for the senior. 14 in the second half. Walker driving, puts it up and in. Let's see if it's going to count. Basket is good by JoJo Walker. As we get a timeout, 3:01 to go. The Waves up by 15, 76-61 in this West Coast Conference game.
At this time, Team Nation LA would like to recognize one lucky fan.
Waves in control. You're watching Waves. Pepperdine making 12 of 34 threes tonight. Skylar Chavez, 5 of 11 en route to a season-best 24 points. Cameron Edwards was 16 and 14 in the second half. That's JoJo Walker at the free throw line. 3:01 to go, and the Waves up by 15. Free throw rattles in, and Walker now in the game with 11. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast Pep Talk, which features interviews with the coaches, student athletes, administrators, and alums that make Pepperdine so great. You can find that on any podcasting app or at PepperdineWaves.com. This week, it'll be Sahith Theegala, an All-American golfer at Pepperdine, this week's guest on the podcast Pep Talk. Waves scoring again and up 79-62. As you see Kobe Ross knocking down the 3. And for Ross, he's been more of a facilitator tonight. He has 12 points as Diabate tries to take it up and draws the foul. It'll be on Cameron Edwards, 3 on him. 79-62. Watch Diabate with a big game. He did not play on Thursday. He had a food reaction to something, but he's healthy and certainly going to help the Pilots as they continue this season. There's St. Mary's on Thursday night. Diabate with 21 in the game. 79-63. Pepperdine waves at Brigham Young. A tough loss at San Francisco earlier today, 83-82. Diabate now with a career best with 21 points. In fact, he had his career best against Pepperdine in 2018 when he scored 19. He has 22 tonight. Full court press by the Pilots, 79-64. Ross dribbling in the front court and 2:20 to go. Tahiro Diabate from Mali. He played his prep basketball in Japan. A national championship in 2016. We get a foul on Adams. Second on him. It's just the 16 foul, so the Pilots had a foul to give. Waves get 20 on the shot clock. It's Kobe Ross again, and that long three has been, again, not really looking to score. Be a facilitator, take care of the ball, get everybody involved. And Kobe Ross with 7 assists, 7th in the nation, averaging 7.3 assists per game on the year. And leading the West Coast Conference in those categories. Ross down the lane, throws it up, shot missing. Cameron Edwards puts it up, and that doesn't go. And the Pilots down the floor. This is Isaiah White. Into the corner, a three-pointer by Walker is way short. And Altman grabs it, goes to Kobe Ross. 1:35 left, 79-64 Pepperdine. Boy, with Isaiah White, who has 4 points in the game, and Walker picks up number 4. And 7 team fouls, and they'll put Kobe Ross at the line. One of the best in the country, leading the WCC at 88%. He has made 116 of 132. Waves the top free throw shooting team in the nation at 82.4% at the line. Numbers are incredible. And tonight the Waves have struggled. 8 of 14, way below their average. It's about 60%. Missing the free throw, and the Pilots get it and thrown away by Adams. And the Waves once again. These teams will battle up in Portland on Thursday, February the 20th. It'll be the longest conference road trip for Pepperdine. They'll play Portland and then go down to San Francisco and play the Dons a couple days later on the 22nd. West Coast Conference Tournament back in Las Vegas, men and women at the Orleans Arena. Allman tries to dunk and draws the foul. Boy, Allman was pretty far away trying to dunk. It's on Diabate. That's 4 on him. 18 fouls. And Altman at the line will get 2 shots. He is 75% on the year. Making his 6th start of the season tonight. Talented freshman starting to come into his zone. He missed the free throw. A 2-shot attempt. He'll get one more. 79-64 Pepperdine. 59.6 seconds to play. The Waves with a win will go to 11-10, 4-3 in conference. Portland 9-13, 1-6. They'll be 2-8 on the road. Pepperdine will go to 7-3 at home. Waves at Brigham Young Thursday at LMU on Saturday. We'll have both games on an audio wavecast, so join us. Adams' long shot attempt is good. Chase Adams with 6. 80-66 Pepperdine, 48 seconds. Poke double team, get the ball to Ross. And for Pepperdine, we'll just back it up. Realizing you're going to play Portland again up in the Northwest in a couple of weeks. You don't want to run up the score. Shot clock about 18 seconds ahead of the game clock. And that's probably going to pretty much do it. Chavez was 6 on the shot clock. He will fire a long 3. Doesn't go. 20 seconds remain. Diabate has it. Walker dribbling. Waves done a good job on White and Walker tonight. And Diabate with a three. How about Tahiro with 25? A career best, but that will do it. 6 seconds to go. Here is Darryl Polk, 1 second, and that's going to do it. Pepperdine wins it, 80-69 over the Portland Pilots. The teams congratulating each other. A big win for Pepperdine. Skylar Chavez with a big night, 24 points. Tahiro Diabate. All right, welcome back to Firestone Fieldhouse in the Pepperdine campus. Sam Epstein, the Waves get a hard-fought win over Portland. Cameron Edwards, a big night, almost a double-double, 16 and 8. Skylar Chavez with 24 points. He knocked down 5 threes. Tahiro Diabate, a career best, 25 points. He also added 7 rebounds. And Jacob Tryon with 15 and 9 boards. So the bigs did a nice job for the Portland Pilots. The Waves did make 13 of 36 threes tonight. They shot 41% overall for the game. For the Portland Pilots, they had 46% of their shots. They were 7 of 24 on threes. The Waves dominated the boards, 46-34, and the Pilots did end up with 15 turnovers. Pepperdine with only 10 in this game. A couple of highlights in this one. Seeing JoJo Walker got on track a bit in the second half. Chase Adams finding Diabate, 2 of his career best 25 points in this game. And then Skylar Chavez with a big night. He came in averaging 11 points a game. He's always been a terrific scorer. Led the state of California junior colleges last year at Santa Rosa Community College at 28 a game. And the Waves able to find Kessler Edwards out to Cedric Altman, able to knock down a 3 in this one. The Waves improved to 11 and 10, 4 and 3 in league. They'll move up in the standings. Nice touch by Ferentsen for the Portland Pilots, and then Kobe Ross. And then the lob, Ohia Obioha, able to slam it in. And this is Tryon, who had a good night with 15 points and 9 rebounds for the 7-footer. And then the Waves with the good ball movement and the wide open shot. The Waves win this one. Our next audio Wavecast on Thursday the 30th. The Waves against Brigham Young, 5:30 on the West Coast. And our next Wavecast on the WCC Network Thursday, February the 6th against Santa Clara, 7 o'clock. Some people to thank: Rob El Siwi, our director; Archie Crisani, our producer;